Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Carlene. I hope you click like, share, and subscribe a little. And this is for your week ahead. So we're going to dive in. But before I dive into the week ahead, make sure that you've signed up for the Goddess workshop that I have in collaboration with Hilda on Wednesday, the 15th. And the link is going to be in the description box below this video. It's a sweet little workshop where we dive into our feminine energy and we reawaken that. And that's great to do as a precursor to the manifesting workshop that is on Friday. So if you want to get something really quickly manifested, well manifested, come join the group of manifestors that are coming together on Friday and we'll get your thing going. And there's always something new to learn, even when you think, okay, I've manifested so much in my life. I know how to create things that I want. There's always something new to learn. So join us on Friday and see what else is there. Okay, let's dive in and see what's coming up for your week ahead. And this is from the 14th, which is today, to the next week of the 20th about. Okay, so we're just going to have a look into the energies and get a quick pick a card. Yeah, have some fun here and see what's coming up for you. I'm only working with Oracle decks. I just feel like diving in. So the collective overall message, and then we'll dive into the choice, and then the numbers 1, 2 to 3. They're only going to be 3 this week. I can already feel that. So yeah, let's dive in. The collective cards already flew out, and we have authority or military person, but there's a positive outlook here. Okay, there's a positive outlook. Then we have living room. We have sad news, and we have an agreement, a relationship, contract, something like that. Okay, let me get some clarifier cards from the other oracle. Let's see what's going on here. This is the collective reading for the week ahead. Collective reading for the week ahead. Clarifier, please. Clarifier, clarifier, and clarifier. Okay, too. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay, so there seems to be more of a when it comes to, and I want to dive this up into diverse topics. I don't feel like they all necessarily connect. I'm picking up that these are all specific topics, each card. So when we're looking at the military person in this deck, this is from a Kipper Oracle. Just found it somewhere, thought the cards were cute. But when we're thinking about this, we're thinking about organization, we're thinking about laws, we're thinking about regulation, we're thinking about government structures, justice, things of that nature. So on that level, this week seems to be a pretty balanced week where these energies are trying to balance. They're trying to find especially a balance for the future, because for some reason I keep focusing on this opening in his heart, right? So it does feel more positive when it comes to these entities and these energies, that there's some kind of a future, a focus on the future, a focus on creating balance for the future, balancing the future. But there's also this energy of hovering in time and kind of taking stock of what's going on around at this moment in time. So I don't feel any forward movement, but I do see forward looking when it comes to these structures. So again, this week, it's not the week of big decisions or big revelations when it comes to government things or agencies, institutions, laws, regulations, things of that nature. Those of you that are waiting for some news regarding something, this may not be the week where it's coming through. There, things kind of seem to stagnate. Okay, so there's a kind of stagnation into what is already happening. And but a looking at the future, planning for the future, assessing things that need to be addressed now that affect the future. This is what mainly the energy is for this week. Now, when it comes to domestic issues, okay, because this is the living room, so I want to talk about domesticity. So within your own country, within your own community, within your own territory, there seems to be loyalties that are growing and building, okay? So you're going to have, this is the week where people are going to be more talking about who they would vote for example, or what side of the fence they're on. The truth is revealed who is really where. So who belongs in what group or category. Truths are continuing to come out this year about all kinds of people. And so the truth of the true loyalty, right? Where your soul really resides, not how you look and how you present yourself and how you talk, but the truth of where people's souls really, really, really reside. That's coming up and out this week. So some of you are in for a surprise because yeah, people that look shiny may not necessarily be, but also people that look not so shiny may not necessarily be. So there's some kind of a truth revealment that is definitely happening, which side loyalties are on. So some of you may be encountering as well, there's this energy of betrayals being revealed. Okay, so that might be coming up in some way, shape, or form in your circle of what's going on. Then you've got this card of communication of sad news. So it does feel like this is a week, again, as the truth comes out, where sad news is kind of revealed. Here we have devotion. Okay, so what are you devoted to? So it's a week of processing what you've devoted or what you've given yourself to, and that it may not be the right thing for you. It may not have been that. Now, it also feels as if when it comes, because this is the collective reading on the larger scale of things, people are looking at what have the governments done in the past? What have we devoted ourselves to as a culture, as a tribe, as a community, as a country? What have we given to, and what was that return for us? What was that return for us as individuals, as members of this community, or what came back to the community itself? So it seems that everything everywhere is coming up a little bit short. People are unhappy, there's dissatisfaction, but it's not enough yet to tip the cart, so to speak. But dissatisfaction, sadness are going to be addressed this week. And people are going to be, looking at what did we devote ourselves to those last couple of years and what has come back for us. Then we've got the energy of connections, and this can be anything, marriages, contracts, agreements, you name it, but there are connections here, and we have innocence and hope. People enter into connections, new connections being revealed. We have here innocence, and we have here with the butterfly hope, and butterfly and snowdrops, and the mouse and the buttercup. Okay, so we have innocence and hope. There's a playfulness and a lightness that is coming back. Of course, spring is returning, spring is opening up, a lot of energies again. But and especially there's hope when it comes to relationships. There's hope when it comes to new connections that is lighting up this, throwing sparks in the atmosphere everywhere, people's hopes, desires, dreams. And so there's this sparkliness that's coming up in the atmosphere. But when it comes to the collective, again, it's agreements, contracts being made in the hope for the future. So I want to say that this is a week where in a gentle, soft, kind way, humanity is trying again, on an overall scale to overall picture to sow seeds of hope for the future. Okay. All right, so let's get into the pick a card. So choose a number from 1, 2, or 3. And as always, if you feel like pausing the video here, go ahead and pause it. And otherwise, I'm going to start with number 1. Now, what's coming up for number 1, please? And what is the message that they need to hear right now? Those that chose number 1, what is the message that they need to hear right now for their week ahead, or what's coming up for them? And we're going to look at 4 different areas of life. So those that chose number 1, and we've got family, friends, outer world, career, money. So life purpose. What are the messages that they need to hear right now? And the clarifier cards. Family, friends, career, money. Okay, so for your week ahead, what are the messages that you need to hear right now? When it comes to family, there's a decision that's coming up and near towards you. Okay, there's a decision that you have to make in regards to family. This can have to do with your safety and security, your feelings of safety and security, feeling safe within the family, or providing the family with a sense of safety and security. But something is in limbo here. There's some kind of a decision that's still out. It could be that you're moving. It could be that you're starting a new job or a second job, that you need to start a second job in order to provide the security. But there's a question around safety, security, possibly stability when it comes to family issues in a certain way. And there's a decision that you can't push out anymore. It needs to be faced this week. When it comes to your circle of friends, number one, you've got a particular friend here, okay, who's really, you're focused on them, they're focused on you. They seem to come from a there's someone who wants to elevate themselves, who wants to level up, who wants to keep themselves on a certain level in a certain way in life. And this person may be an inspiration for you, or you may be an inspiration for them. But your interaction with one another is very inspiring this week. So definitely keep an eye out for friends that need your inspiration, or someone who's willing and ready to inspire you. When it comes to your career and also your purpose, okay, you've got great happiness and luck. It seems like things are working out for you. You know, there's the Umbruch, it says here, new beginnings, new ventures, new starts, transformation, change that is coming your way. So whatever decisions you've made in the past, they are starting to pay off for you now. When it comes to money, quite clearly, there's a patience game here, okay? You did something naively in the past, and now you have to wait for something. It feels like whoever chose number one, there's no plan to your game, and you need to make a plan. You need to make a manifestation plan. You need to make a plan for where you want to be, set a goal that you can work towards, because otherwise you're just waiting for whatever the universe has to offer you or give you, which is great because the universe has a lot. But at the same time, you want to have some working together with the universe to create that carpet of abundance that you should be residing on, right? So you're going to receive inspiration this week from someone who's very close to you, a close friend. It could be also a daughter, or someone like that, cousin, but someone who's young, who's keeping themselves on a level, who likes to keep themselves educated, who works on themselves, who's focused on bettering themselves in their life. And this person is going to be an inspiration for you, or you're going to be an inspiration for them. But overall, it's a good week for you. The only iffy spot I see would be a decision regarding family, regarding something that affects the family when it comes to security, stability, safety, and you being impatient, you know, because you're waiting for the big career break. You're waiting for happiness monetarily. You're desiring to be this safe and secure person. And things seem to be coming very, very, very slowly. And so you might be impatient and not really knowing what the right step forward is for you, what the next step is for you. So while I'm saying you need to make a decision, you're probably saying to me on the other end watching this, between what? I don't know what to do. And it's focusing on your principles, focusing on what makes you happy, your soul happy, not your ego self or what have you, but or your coping mechanisms, but your soul. Okay. And then you have to be patient, but it's all going to work out. It's a good week, a very inspirational week for you. Okay. Solutions to questions that you've been asking for a long time are coming around for you. And things are going to, yeah, work out. Okay, moving on to number two. What's coming up for those of you that chose number two with your week ahead? Week ahead screening. Let's see, family, friends, career, and money. And let's get some clarifier cards. Family, friends, career, and money. And we've got here, let's see. When it comes to family, you've got also the waiting card, okay? So there's some kind of waiting for happiness or waiting for joy. This is interesting. It feels like you're waiting for someone to come around, okay? Or you can't wait for something to happen, or you're waiting for someone to return to you whom you consider family. But there's some kind of a wait and then joy that's happening, this dynamic in your experience. It's also telling me that you need to have fun in the meantime while you're waiting for this person to come and fulfill you with your family needs or wishes, or you're waiting for someone to return or come back, that you need to take care of your own happiness and your own joy. Okay. Then when it comes to friends, some of your friends may be on a trip. They may be on a trip to see you, or they may be traveling currently, or they may be driving a lot for their work, but they're also in preparation for something, or you're preparing to see someone or have someone come and see you. But there's some kind of a preparation happening here. And it would be good for you, if this is not in your sphere of experience at the moment, to be able to I don't know, plan something with your friends, go see your friends, have a night out with your friends again, right? But to yeah, there seems to be some kind of a distance between you and your friends that needs to close. This gap needs to close. You need more joy and happiness in your experience in connection with other people. So this might be coming up for you this week. Then when it comes to career, you're getting some positive news, okay? This is positive news. This is a positive letter that's coming your way. And there's some kind of a healing that's happening. So something healing when it comes to your career, something is going to work out in a big way for you that you've been hoping for, waiting for, working towards. You're going to hear positive news. It's a great time for you to ask that question, whatever question it is that you have towards your boss or your supervisor or your higher up. And when it comes to money, though, you're pretty negative minded. Like there's low optimism and you have to be patient. You're tired of having to be patient. So, in summary for this week, for those of you that chose number 2, it feels as if um, so yeah, so what's happening for you this week, those of you that chose number 2, in summary, is that it feels like there's some kind of waiting game happening when it comes to someone in your family. It's you could be waiting for them to come back around again. You could be waiting for them to show up or to hear from them in some way, shape, or form this week. They might be leaving you on red. Something is happening that's keeping you in a waiting loop when it comes to your friends. There may be discussions, talks, things of that nature about going out, hanging out, traveling together. Maybe one of your friends is also traveling this week, possibly traveling to see you or you traveling to see them. But it should be a week where you're more socializing. You're focused more on maintaining your group of friends, connecting with your friends, sharing space with them. Like this is that kind of week. When it comes to your career, it's a fantastic week to pose the questions, set up the right things in the way that you need them to happen. But when it comes to money, you're a little bit, yeah, down on that. It feels like you're a little bit disappointed when it comes to money. It feels as if you're having to be a little bit more patient, be a little bit more patient for the payoffs of the things that you have invested in and done previously. Okay. So moving on to number 3, what's coming up for you? What's your message for the week ahead? What's your message for your week ahead? Those of you that chose number 3, family, friends, career, and money. And we've got Oy, okay. So there's something going on, possibly romantically for you guys, number 3, where when it comes to family, it could be that either someone you're with or someone is being introduced to you through your circle of family, coming into you through family, or someone who is already your family. You're having intuitions about this person. I'm going to get more info on that, okay? When it comes to your friends, you've got sad news. So Somebody could be receiving sad news this week. And the explanation card is food, okay? So how they eat, that's interesting. And then we've got the parental figure when it comes to career. So this could be a boss, this could be supervisor, this could be you moving into a position of wisdom. And here it says content, being content. So someone being very content with you, you being content this week. And when it comes to money, you're going to put in a lot more work here, okay? And you may be working from home or planning to work from home. Let me get one more card regarding the family and the intuition. What does that mean, please? Clarification, family intuition. Okay, shyness. All right. All right, someone's watching you, number 3. Someone's watching you who's very interested in you, who would like to make you family, or you'd like to make them family. And either one of you is very shy. There's shyness happening here. And so there's a lot of internal questioning going on. Should I take the first step? Is this the right person for me? Do they know that I like them? Should I be liking them? There's a lot of internal questioning going on and trying to feel into this situation, trying to find, pathways forward through your intuition. And it feels like this is something that needs to be clearly spoken. You need to create clarity in the space, as in clearly step forward and state your interest in a certain way. So you could be inviting them out for coffee or just hanging out with them or something like that. But it feels like you need to take a step out of fantasy into reality. And because you're working too much with your intuition and trying to feel into this person and trying to like almost manipulate them energetically, emotionally to draw them to you. But you should just step out and be clear about it. When it comes to your friends, it seems as if there may be a sad news or a sad event around one of your friends this week, nothing too major. Could be something that they ate or some kind of because not being able to digest an experience being too difficult for them to digest. They may be coming to you for advice. People may be seeking you for advice around a situation that they're having a hard time processing this week as well. When it comes to your career, those of you that chose number 3, fantastic week. People are going to be super happy with your work. You're going to be happy with your work and feeling very productive. And especially because you're taking things one step at a time. So it's feeling like, you're building yourself up, you're building yourself up, you're building yourself up, you're building yourself up, and it's paying off. It's absolutely paying off. And you're receiving that recognition, acknowledgement, validation, and reward this week. When it comes to money, though, it feels as if you're putting in a lot more activity when it comes to money. You're making things happen, you're making things work, you're networking, you're putting yourself out there, you're taking the steps you need to take. You may be investing, but it feels as if you're doing a lot from your couch, so you may be on your phone investing, or you may be selling things, you may be what have you, but this is something that is coming from home, from your place. So it may be that you're also thinking about setting up, a second business or working towards creating things from your home. Okay. So overall, this is a fantastic week for all of you guys, but it feels as if there's a little bit of romance in the air for those of you that chose number 3 this week, but you have to make it happen. You have to take that first step. You have to show this person that you care, that you like them, that you're interested, that there's something, okay? And it feels as if they have the same feelings or thoughts. If they know you and you've already been talking, then yeah, they're interested too. So you have nothing to fear. But those of you that, where it's all in your head kind of and you're too shy, it's not going to move forward unless you take a first step. And this week could be the perfect week for it. Okay. Thank you guys for listening. And I look forward to working with you one-on-one as well. So if you would like a coaching with me or a intuitive session, psychic session, energy healing session, I have a diverse range of things that I can work with you on, diverse tools over the years, sorry, over this time. So just check the description box below this video. You'll find a link where you can book your session with me. I'll show up, you'll be there, and we're going to have a great time. Okay. See you soon. soon. Bye.